Good morning and welcome to this week's edition of Google Partners. And we're here to talk to you today about ways you can accelerate your growth through YouTube. My name is Aisling Connolly and I'm a brand development manager here in Google. And what that means is I work with businesses to help them integrate digital into their organization and help them grow through the use of video. And this is my colleague, Cara.
Hi, I'm Cara. Similar to Aisling, I'm a brand development manager. And I actually used to work at agencies. My background is with working with big brands in traditional media agencies. So now I work at Google and trying to accelerate growth with YouTube.
And over the course of the next 15 minutes or so, we're going to talk to you about ways you can accelerate growth through YouTube. So YouTube is where the world chooses to watch. YouTube's influence is greater than ever, shaping what matters in mainstream content and culture. And because people choose to lean in and choose to watch video on YouTube, viewers find the content more relevant, more enjoyable, and more useful. And because they're leaned in and they've chosen to watch the videos, they have got serious engagement and they're paying attention. It's increasingly where people are spending their leisure, recreational, and viewing time. And because of this fundamental shift in human behavior, it's important that the brands you work with are on YouTube. So the agenda for today, I'm going to talk you through the modern media mix, how it's about capturing and creating demand, ways to build brand awareness with video, the role of YouTube in today's society.
And then I'm going to take over at that point from Aisling, and I'm going to talk to you about Google's precision targeting and how to find your best audience and how to maximize your results doing that. And then, as every performance marketer knows, you can't have an effective campaign without measuring success. So how best to do this with Google. And then just an overall look at the full funnel marketing strategy and how to improve your business metrics at the bottom of the funnel by creating that demand at the top.
Exactly. So let's look at the modern media mix. You'll all be familiar with the funnel. And search does a great job at capturing demand and driving conversions, as it's someone clearly putting up their hand and signaling, I want more information about your brand. No other medium does that. However, if you do not invest in the upper funnel activity that drives awareness of your brand, your pool of customers in the conversion and loyal stage will not grow. If you do not create demand, your business will not grow. What you do in the upper funnel has a direct impact on what you do in the lower funnel. It supercharges your search, it increases traffic to your site, and it drives purchase intent. So let's kill the myth that brand awareness is a luxury and that some investments are for performance and some are for brand awareness. If you take away awareness from your marketing goals, customers will be less inclined to consider your brand or convert. So how can we build brand awareness with video? Historically, creating demand or driving brand has been the preserve of broadcast media and traditional media agencies. But online video changes that. Video makes it a level playing field no matter what size your business is. It allows you to connect with large audiences, with emotionally compelling content, with the power and precision of digital marketing. So this is absolutely the territory for big and small brands alike. And to all the PPC agencies here thinking we can't do video, believe me, you can. And we will show you over the course of the next 15 minutes ways in which you can do that. And to give context as to the size of video, here is a report that Cisco released last year, and they're telling us that by 2020, 82% of all online data traffic will be video. 82%. That is huge. And this either poses an opportunity for your client to embrace YouTube to connect with their customers in a much deeper and engaging way, or a threat. A threat that they will be left behind by failing to future-proof their business, given the fact that most of the internet is going to be video by 2020. So let's look at the role of YouTube in today's society. That 82% I mentioned earlier, people are consuming video in ways and new ways all of the time. And an example of that is on this slide here. YouTube is at the heart of the video revolution. At its foremost, it's a platform by the people, for the people. And I've listed some of our creators here on the slide. If you look at the top left, you'll see Malala, who uses the platform to fight for the right to an education for women around the world, expressing herself without fear. In the top middle, you see Ed Sheeran, who isn't your typical celebrity and who record labels weren't warming to because he didn't fit what a mainstream pop star looks like. So before he could get any record deal to promote him, he promoted himself on YouTube and became one of the most loved national stars. And on the top right, we talk about niche passions on YouTube. Here is a clear example of that. It's a group of bronies, or male fans of My Little Ponies. Not what I'm into, probably not what you're into, but they exist. They organise their own events, BronyCon, every year in Leeds in the UK. So whatever your passion is, there is a way to find that in YouTube. Down the bottom right, you have James Gordon, who has the Late Late Show in the US, but that's not what's made him huge successfully in the US. It's his carpool karaoke videos on YouTube. So much so that his TV producer deemed success of each episode not in TV viewership, but on the fact the number of views that his videos gets on YouTube. In the middle, you see Zuela, who's a huge creator, but before she started uploading beauty and lifestyle tips to YouTube, she was a shop assistant in New Look. And then she became hugely famous and relatable to lots of people in the UK and around the world because of her authentic lifestyle and beauty tips. And then the bottom left, people use YouTube to find and search information. So here's an example of cooking tutorials or DIY how-to videos, which are hugely popular. So YouTube provides something for everyone, both at mass scale and for the most unique of audiences. And that is why YouTube has built over 1 billion users globally. That is why YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world after Google. And that is why in the UK, YouTube is so popular that it has 95% reach of 18 to 34-year-olds. And YouTube is the online video platform. People come to YouTube to watch video. As you can see from the chart, we are way ahead of broadcast VOD players when it comes to monthly reach in the UK. While Facebook certainly offers videos to advertisers, it is a social network at its core, whereas YouTube is a video platform. And this is reflected in terms of comparative watch times. YouTube is 11 times bigger than Facebook video in terms of viewing hours. And that's really important. So we're really strong on reach, but also we excel at attention too. And that attention allows us to maximize your brand's performance metrics on our platforms. Users come to YouTube to watch, not to scroll. YouTube delivers attention by having sight, sound, and motion for greatest impact. People who come to YouTube are highly engaged. They see your ad, they hear your ad, and they spend time watching your ad. 95% of YouTube ads are watched with the sound on YouTube. And that watch time matters because watch time is directly correlated with driving brand impact, such as generating a lift in awareness and consideration for your brand. So it's important to have both reach and attention, and YouTube offers both.
So I'm just going to take over from here, and I'm going to talk to you about how to find your audience. When it comes to creating and capturing consumer demand, it's important to find the right audience. YouTube, of course, allows you to do this at scale, as Aisling pointed out. We're well ahead of the broadcast players in monthly reach. And then as well, harnessing the impact of traditional TV, but then add that without the high wastage that comes with traditional broadcasting. So in maximizing the awareness offered by video, targeting the right audience will help ensure your brand's creating relevant demand. And then for any performance activity, finding the right audience, of course, matters for results. So YouTube is a great tool for both brand love and loyalty and building that, but then also to move users through the purchase funnel. So because of that, we know that YouTube allows any advertiser with any budget to open up the world of branded video. So as we know, Google's targeting is best in class, and that's no different with YouTube. In Google, we access real-time audiences, build repeated patterns of behavior, and use this to give advertisers real clear consumer intent signals. So these can actually be grouped into kind of 3 Uber areas. One is behavioral targeting, which is guided by audience passion points and affinity. The second is strong purchase intent segmentation, and it gives advertisers a powerful way to connect with qualified and high-value prospects who've recently demonstrated intent to purchase. Remember, this is intent to purchase, not interest. So with any specific category. And this allows you to connect your consumers who are closer to purchasing, showing them relevant messages at scale. And then using your advertisers' owned data to segment their customers. So this is using your CRM data to basically target customers who you know have purchased, or to build similar audiences and effectively reaching that low-hanging fruit audience that'll help accelerate their business. So targeting really can be grouped under these three areas: passion, purchase intent, and personalization. So this targeting can be applied across the video formats available on YouTube, but we're going to talk mainly about Trueview formats. These are the best formats really to drive performance, and any brands, performance-based brands would recognize the qualities. So these are in-stream and discovery. In-stream is a common skippable format that everybody knows, and it allows advertisers to only pay for full views of the ad. So this is an engaged view. So if a viewer watches 30 seconds of content or the majority of the video, otherwise you're not paying for that impression. Simple tips to maximize this, including a strong call to action in the companion banner that sits alongside it, and then ensuring your brand presence in the first 5 seconds of the video to maximize every impression you're getting, even though you mightn't be paying for it. So discovery video on the right-hand side, that can be used to drive an audience searching for content relevant to your brand to take action. So as Aisling mentioned, YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google. So this is really us leveraging it as that platform. It's close to the consumer point of intent. And you can see how this would work for the likes of lifestyle or food brands or sports-related brands, in that they're serving relevant content to users when they're searching for that sort of content. So how to maximize this? Well, the user has actually clicked into your ad to watch it. They've chosen to watch it. So you should make your videos discoverable to really match the searching that they're doing relevant to your brand, but then also be direct in the call to action in the video. Remember, they've chosen to watch that video. So guide them to your website after it. So then don't forget as well, once you've got a pool of users who've watched your brand content or your lead campaign, you can build up that audience on YouTube and effectively retarget them later on and re-engage them to move further down that funnel. Retargeting them with maybe a more product or price focused video to help drive that conversion, or perhaps just more brand content to bring them closer and more loyal to your brand. This will help ultimately drive conversions and improve your campaign metrics. So that's the formats. I'm now going to talk you through how to layer on the interactive features that YouTube offers to help your advertiser with any performance goals they might have. So because, as Aisling said, people come to YouTube to choose to watch video for different reasons, we offer different interactive formats to maximize any performance metrics that you might have through video. Each of these features can be linked back to a key goal or objective of your brand. And we've compiled a handy cheat sheet or an overview for you to use just to establish the key ones. Ultimately, we want these to help you convert video engagement into action for your brand. So I'm just going to talk you through them now with visual examples. So YouTube cards on the left there, these allow you to showcase the features of a product or service in the video. The idea of these is really to help the user learn more, but it also adds more value to your video. They can be used if you have further content, if your brand wants to serve that viewer further content, or if they have a YouTube channel that they want to build followers to as well. Call to action overlays on the right-hand side there. They also help drive website visits, but are much more direct in it. So they appear at the start of the video, as you see there, with an elongated format at the bottom. But after 15 seconds, they minimize just to a thumbnail. But it remains up for the duration of the video, and it has enough of information on it to direct the user to click it if they choose to. So you can see how that will directly drive website visits. And then on the left there, custom end screens. They're kind of like a nice sleek way of driving a campaigned call to action or a direct website visit at the end of the video. And you can create these within Creator Studio from your YouTube account. So they can be used either to build viewership at the YouTube channel or promote a brand's website, as I said. And then for any purchase-based or shopping-focused clients, we offer shopping cards on YouTube. And that allows viewers who are watching the ad to connect directly with products as they're watching or that they've just seen. So if your brand's goal as well as app downloads, YouTube will help you deliver that video message to help build that brand love or launch your app. But then as well, it also offers a more seamless and simple link for the user to download the app. So this kind of frictionless path as well basically means that it's better download results for advertisers. And of course, don't forget the humble companion banner. As Aisling mentioned, our watch time and the depth of engagement on YouTube is huge. What a companion banner is, it sits alongside your video and will stay there for the remainder of the content that the user's watching, even if they've skipped your ad. So it is an opportunity to deliver your campaign call to action or an opportunity to ask people to click through to your website. And we see whenever they're run, they're free of cost, but they will increase your click-through rates. So on to measuring success. And as any performance-based advertiser knows, you need to effectively measure success and results to justify your campaign. So YouTube offers advertisers measurement that allow them to monitor performance across the funnel from awareness to action. So what we've done is we've a handy slide for you to kind of establish based on KPIs and then what we use to measure success. But really, it depends on your brand's campaign objectives and goals. So you can set and track KPIs across these using consumer surveys, media, and on-site metrics that Google offers. And these are using brand lift surveys, AdWords, and Google Analytics. These are all offered to advertisers alongside any YouTube activity. So brand lift surveys, if you know, they've been a game changer in allowing brands to measure consumer uplift across their campaigns at no extra cost. So talk to your account manager, but you can imagine if you're a charity advertiser, you can understand the effect of your video campaign on brand favorability metrics or awareness scores if you're setting them. Or if you have a new product to launch and you want to understand how your campaign has driven the purchase intent for that new product, you can use purchase intent within the brand lift survey. So as Aisling said at the start, full funnel marketing is about creating demand at the top of the funnel and harnessing it effectively at the bottom of the funnel. And Google's products offer your brand the ability to build their audience at each point of the funnel. If you want to ultimately grow your brand, you do need to first create demand in order to capture it. Remember, it's a funnel, so you will lose people as you move down through it. So ensure to create that mass awareness at the top of it. But as well as that, using YouTube to drive that cost-effective brand awareness will allow your brand to have an effective upper funnel strategy with minimized wastage and ultimately improve your brand and business performance metrics at the bottom of the funnel. So thanks for tuning in. We hope you found this useful. And you can start talking to your advertisers who might not have engaged with YouTube before on how to grow their business into the future. So just reach out to your account manager to discuss anything you've seen today. Thanks
Thanks for joining.
Bye.